All right, look, should be an easy match for M80. However, my worry with M80 is, can they sometimes play down to their opponents? I need to see these guys just absolutely put Team Cruelty away. Put everybody to bed nice and early. Tuck us in. Give us a nice 7-2 max. M80 getting rid of Montaigne. Those full, sick, nasty clears no longer going to be able to happen. Monteban also really good at denying anyone from just walking up the red stairs. Ace gone. So Habana is up. Normally you'll see a lot of Ace Habana bans keep the E3 wall from opening up. Habana, though, is still up for at least the first 3 rounds. Cruelty can abuse E3 wall getting opened, which truly I don't think is that big of a deal. E3 wall opening. It's nice, but Bank has been played for a long time with that wall open. Regardless, not the biggest deal. Cade ban, Clash ban, not really the best operators. Like normally you'll see a Castle Mira, which is really going to hurt like CEO and like even open area. But we are going to see Cade Clash. Cade is more so going to target the lower site. You see Diffuser hiding Oryx here. M80 trying to pull some cheeky plays out, which I don't know if you really need to play like that versus Cruelty, but hey, for content, I love to see it. The question is, did they reinforce Lobby Hatch? Did M80 reinforce it, or is it soft? And if it is soft, I personally think that that should be a dead giveaway to a team where if you see Lobby Hatch soft, why is that not reinforced? You got to start asking yourself those questions. Why is it not reinforced? Did they need to use walls somewhere else and they really couldn't reinforce it because they needed a wall somewhere else? Or you got to start thinking to yourself about the Oryx. I just warmed up Cruelty, so better not lose. Well, we're seeing, this is the fastest I've seen Cruelty move in an actual match and not a scrim. Mutombo just running in. Flash, boom. Full map control. Kino on the blue stairs is going to be the next problem they have to solve. Don't know where these Echo drones are. We got one in basement. And I wonder if Diffuser is going to jump up Lobby Hatch off another cam. Are they going to use an Echo for that? Looks like both of his Echoes are downstairs. So Hatch is reinforced. Okay. So they're not leaving it soft where it's a dead giveaway, but he is going to open it. And we might not see any use because it looks like we're going to set up for an execute here. No, nothing quick. Okay, this could be one. Can we please get on Diffuser? Please. Now's the time to flank, Diffuser. This is the perfect time to flank. Guy in Archives droning. He has no clue. They're going to use the Echo drone for intel. See if he can jump up. Here comes the drone down. Hopefully they don't. Yep, okay. Still didn't drone out the Oryx. Like to see if they're about to go for an execute. Like to see a flank happening. Gotta go. Oh my god, bomb's gonna go down. We now see Diffuser in lobby. He's flanking, but I think it might be a little too late. Smoke's hitting, but bomb's gonna be down. However, it is a 3v3. Diffuser flanking Archives right now. Habana in the backside. Wait, Gav didn't kill that guy? Where did the bullets go? All right. Cruelty. Good attack. I think M80 were really trying to hope for that flank, and it just took way too long on that. M80 already down. Are Cruelty always going to be in the NAL? Because if they get relegated, they will win the Mexico qualifiers. It's more of a question of, do they get rid of Mexico qualifiers as a spot in the Pro League? That would be more so the question at the end of the year. Do they get rid of that as a spot? And I think that kind of depends on how well they perform all year. M80 hiding another operator. They're hiding Maestro here. On CEO. Gunner. Come under the desk. Could be really, really big if they're able to keep all three of these bubbles. Seeing Cruelty, I have absolutely no clue. However, they do have a Doke on board, and if they are able to get an early pick, they could hack the cams. That could be enough of a counter. Hey, Cruelty, again, playing pretty default, just kind of setting some things up, using the IQ. There is a player underneath, and if they're able to kill Diffuser down here and hack the cams, this could be bad for all the vision that they have. Question of, do they know Diffuser's down there, and do they want to go for that clear? Gonna see the first Maestro bubble get taken out here. Gav goes down. Where did Gav go down? Is that the stock player? Gav usually playing around stock. Yep. Good opening pick from Cruelty. And they have vision on hot and cold in open area. What are they going to be able to do about that, though? Where is our lurks? We do have Ivan on the basement main stairway. I think we're going to see Dokkaebi backstab right here after this Doke call. He's going to walk in the E2 elevator behind Hot and Cold. But does Matt know? Matt has no idea. Big gap. M80 just giving way too many ones right now. Cruelty absolutely working these guys. Diffuser also downstairs, though. Probably had no idea. Ivan going for the trade. Just a little too slow. Should see him walk up the stairs here. And he's out. Yeah, I'm glad Fatal didn't try to get too aggressive on the blitz. This is going to be rough for M80. I'm surprised we didn't at least go for a phone hack and get the rest of the bubbles. Hopefully that doesn't come into hurt Cruelty at the end. I always get scared when we like stall out an attack like this. Like, it's good to see them take their time, but this is like the mid-round potential. M80 could get a little bit aggressive, try to isolate some ones. We see right now IQ versus Solus. So it's a it's a 3v1 up top. Gunner does go down. Diffuser goes down. And Cruelty actually look half decent. 2-0 already up on M80. And to be honest, I would like to kind of see a timeout at this point. Something looks off with M80. I feel like first round gave them everything that they wanted in 30 seconds. Relied on the flank. I think they had too many power operators to go for an execute. Able to get the bomb down. And second round, way too many picks. Too much vision up on these guys. No timeout. Going to open area. We're just going through the site rotation. I told you M80 would be lucky to get around. Oh, not this again. Not this. VP is going to go perfect on defense. Oh, I told you. I meant one. The reverse, what's it called? Yeah, I would have called a timeout there too. It would be pretty much a shame to go down 0-3 at this point. We are going to see another lurk. A lot of lurks coming out of Cruelty. Dokkaebi, knock as well. If you're going to want to keep doing these lurks, I feel like they're going to get rid of either Dokkaebi or Blitz in the next couple rounds here. Do they know he's up, though? Must be a drone in Trump. They're not even looking in Trump. The only player up top. They have a guy in the hallway who got caught. Another early pick. Is that Gav? All three early picks? Just getting caught rotating. I would like to see Gav just hold his ground a little bit, but maybe that's also what costed him on stock. Probably try to get aggressive. Gav not having the best start. And this is where M80 sometimes feels the need. Like, they have to go for a trade back, which is kind of what's also costing them in these rounds. Now they're down 4v5, right? Cruelty doesn't have the best site exec operators, right? We don't see Yang or Blit or Grim or anything like that. M80, or sorry, Diffuser right now is in the next spot that's most likely cleared. Dope call coming out. He's completely alone in tellers. They are going for him. He ends up at least trading it. Great for him, because if they would have went 5-3 at that point, that would have been real bad. 50 seconds left. The next free pick on this site is Gunner in the basement. If they have intel, they could not try to site exec. Could try to go into the basement and work the numbers. You'll see some teams do that, especially if on the main stairs. Really easy to pinch this guy, but they might look to ignore him, go for more of a kitchen side exec. Here we go, going on the site hatch. Matt going down. Blackbeard dropping in the corner is kind of OP. Kino does smoke, but oh my god, what a weird fight. And now we're down 0-3, and now it gets awkward. Are we really gonna call? I mean, we have to call a timeout at this point. Bank defense is hard, but you're against the worst team in Pro League right now. Nobody had any expectations of. Hasn't won a game. All right, Blitz or Dokkaebi? Blitz. Okay. Smoke coming out. That's a good ban. Maybe they were expecting the Blitz ban, right? They got the map extremely fast. They're going to go back down to basement, and they got the map extremely fast with Blitz. But smoke ban could look to do more of a server-side execute, just an ISO. Too cocky. I don't want to say they're too cocky, but this is what I've seen out of M80, that even like after they won the major during that NA season where they struggled, it just seems like sometimes they play down to their opponents. Like when they all fucking want it and they want to beat somebody, they're like one of the best teams, which is why I think they're really good internationally. But nothing on the line. This is not a good look. Better wake up soon. Yeah, I mean, again, we got a timeout. And realistically, for me, M80 should perform pretty good on attack, right? Realistically, they probably need 2 of these next 3 rounds on defense here. Don't think you can afford to go down 5-1 and try to win 5 attacks to win the game. Or 5 attacks even get to overtime. 2 defenses, realistically, you can pull this back. Is Fabian M80's coach? Yeah, Fabian is the coach for M80. All right, Blitz obviously taken off the board, but we're going to see Matumbo on Blackbeard instead. We're still seeing a lot of lurks coming out from Cruelty. They have another knock. They're going to have that sense that, like, this is good. They have good operators to exec here. Sense, very, very strong operator on basement. You're able to just sense wall from the hatch, cut it off in half, and basically the defense just doesn't know where you're going to plant. You could be planting default, you could be planting deep cross wall, you could be planting bomb, you could be planting on top of the desk. So because you're able to mix up the plant spot and smoke's taken off the board, only 2 C4s and a Tachanka. If they get the map control, this could be a very good execute for Cruelty. Really good intel game coming out of these guys. This is constant vision on them. Hot and cold, here's the secret weapon. Put hot and cold on Valk. This guy wins when he's on Valk. Opening pick, knockdown. And I like this out of them. They're holding their map control now. No more backing up. No more free map control for Cruelty. We are better than these guys. Let's just fight them. Guy on the site hatch, look, even he's not leaving. Gav absolutely fries Blackbeard. Gunner with another kill on Sense. That's what I like to see out of M80. I bet that timeout was like, we are better than these guys. I can see Fabian just yelling at him. Round's pretty much wraps at this point. Almost impossible. 50 seconds left. There's Matt, always good for 2 on Valk. And that's about all she wrote.
Get their first round on the board. Crazy
that was a bait. They went to kill Mira, but Valk was there. Yeah, if they didn't have an archive drone, then they definitely didn't know that there was 2 guys in Archives Teller, but it's not like it's like an amazing or that surprising thing that there's 2 people in there. Fabian was stepping in if they were down 4-0, probably. I could see it. On cold, not on Valk, equals no round win right here.
I'm not going to say necessarily a comeback for M80 because they're only a couple of rounds down.
But I do like the bandit pick. Obviously, like with the micro play, obviously Habana's up because of the bans, right? They can open up E3 wall if they wanted. Hot and cold being on bandit at least forces them. They're going to have to bring nades and EMPs. And like you got to be pretty dedicated if you want to open up the E3 wall. Just from that one operator pick. Gunner on castle. They do have the Flores for it. If he does know the Flores drones from the roof. Do have an Azami that could play close windows. We don't see a Deimos. So far, I mean, operator-wise, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of M80. Not sure what attack we're gonna see out of Cruelty here. Diffuser pretty much able to just sit close. Hot and cold can too. Shoot some drones. Why not? Ooh, a little risky map, but why not? Wow. Gaveni just out-ordered him right there. Shield still stays up. Missed the nade. Still got Flores drones, though. Up-tempo. We're going for some kind of execute. Absolutely just pulling with gridlock here. We're going to jump stock, run curve with the shields. It's a good attack from Cruelty so far. Do get the guy close windows. Matt traded. We should have hallway control. It's just Gaveni stuck in hallway. He's got to go massive here. He's actually stuck. I can't believe Gav's still here. If they don't know Gav's here, okay, now they know. Gino's playing tucked, but there is someone in CO Gunner that should have eyes on his door. Gav swings, trades it, but good trades by Cruelty. Get a dope call out, find Gunner. They know he's CO. I'm surprised we're just dry peeking him, but wow. Good attack from Cruelty there. Actually, a good attack for them. Kind of did something a little off meta, because you'll see teams all doing a window take. We saw it earlier today. Rora, Capital, stuff like that on the Windows Sense. But them going more for a curve stock push. Windows was just completely bait, masking the sound with the gridlock there, throwing the tracks in, throwing the smokes as bait. All right, still good. I still got faith in M80. I think they literally just, I mean, this is a big round for them. I don't think you can go down 5-1 on defense. You gotta win one more here. 4-1. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good, Spirits. Not looking good. I don't even know why I called you Spirits. Not looking good, Zach. Just getting absolutely picked apart here from Cruelty. We joked about it in chat earlier, but Cruelty treating it like a scrim, and they're kind of showing up. Open area. I feel like Cruelty's licking their lips with open area. No smoke on board. You see all them take that out third. I think this was part of their plan. Now they can go for this direct take. You don't have to worry about Kino, who was playing smoke earlier, dropping from janitor, smoking plant. They got Ivan on the glass and Twitch smokes. I actually seen this at a DZ. I'm pretty sure this exact thing. Maybe not Sense, but I seen them play Twitch glass right here, which I think is really good. Get the BP on Twitch. 4 smokes for this glass. Kind of scared for M80. Wait, are we going printer with glass? Okay, this I don't know if I agree with. Bomb's going down. M80, hello? They froze the C4. Oh my god, there's no coordination. We're going to see a 5v5 retake. I mean, they're in a like, they need to kill the guy on blue stairs. I mean, 3v2. 16 seconds left. 2v2. Is that guy on windows too strong? Yeah, Ivan too strong. Guy outside as well. 5-1 Cruelty. I'm surprised we went to open area with those bans. We have no way to defend against a direct take. There was even no one in kitchen. That looked absolutely free. I think that's going to be a little bit too much. I said earlier they weren't warming up. Oof. Was been saying M80 was going to lose all day. Damn, chat. M80 hate watch.
Get a job. Like, dude.
Oh boy. M80 taking out the Clash, the K. This is the same bands, except you see Cruelty taking out the very typical Habana Ace band. Ego's the enemy. Unfortunately, I mean, we were saying it a little bit today. Half as a joke, half serious, but old M80. I mean, Zach, when you after the season you guys won on Beast Coast, I said it in my power ranking video as well. The one problem I have with M80 domestically, this core domestically, is for some reason seem to play down to their opponents. I don't know what it is, but obviously show up in the big matches internationally. Like, you can't argue with the success this core had, but for some reason just can't stop playing down to quote-unquote weaker opponents. All right, CEO first sight, which I think is good because M80 took out the Cade and the Clash, but like, I mean, sure, the Clash is good for CEO, but Castle's up, Mira's up. I mean, we're not seeing either of those, but Azami's up. Also throwing M80 off just a tad. Probably they expected going lower at first. This kind of looks similar to Cruelty's attack. They got that Gridlock, Flores, Blackbeard combination. Are we going to see something similar here? I'm going to make my team watch the full video in the living room with me. Oh, yeah. They would absolutely love that. I think this is looking kind of similar. Kino, just kind of pulling attention, CEO. Just kind of baiting. Just a bit. Gav, hot and cold. On the ready to hit curve stock. I think we're going to see more hallway pressure here. Matt, Gunner, early pick on the E3 repel. Oh, they have the walls reinforced like that on Jan. Okay, I see why we're just going for a plant here. This is absolutely free. I feel like Cruelty setup-wise, not sure why we reinforced the double walls like that. You can't swing anybody planting the bomb. This is a free bomb plant. Good find by whoever found that on M80. Definitely the weak point of the defense. Bomb down, and this is a good start for M80 for the comeback. Can they long arm this bomb though? Is there anywhere they could? Gunner's way too far. Oh yeah, he can long arm, but they do have a nade. Can we get on the bomb? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. They trolled the bomb plant. Okay. It's over for M80 after that one. It is absolutely over for M80. Why they didn't rotate Gunner? Why was he still lobby? Someone needed to be S2 side. You have the wall open. Why was nobody S2? No, we're not talking about win cons. We said we probably have one nade to get him off bomb plant. That's not enough. You can't defend that from CEO windows. Oh my god. Com's got to be dead silent after that one. That is a rough round to lose. Lion still had 2 nades in the pocket. Well, Lion was E3 repel though. But yeah, you could have rotated, like, Gunner was way too way too far from the bomb plant for my liking. Like, I understand locking down lobbies so your players can play windows, but like there's no communication, because if they are long arming, our nades are on the E3 side. And again, we could have stacked more S2 side. Wall was open. That's this is a rough watch. I mean, this got to be the biggest upset that I've watched, right? Even EML League. This should not happen for a team as good as M80. Way too many good players on this roster. Something is off. A little bit of a panic, Monty. Think they like to call it in the EU League when you're already on match point and we're bringing out Montaigne. I'm awful on shields. Kyle has no respect for me. Damn, Nafe.
This is the tricky spot when you're skimsy, though, Ollie. It's like,
you're just lucky you got spirits, you know? It's okay. It's all right. Get back on a gun, buddy. Get yourself back on Dokkaebi and just hop in radio window a couple times, huh? Oh, please don't peek. Please don't peek the garage guy. Matumbo, you're not him. You're not that guy. Wait, 3-man power off the Echo Drone. Wait a second. We might be onto something. Oh, he's running deep. Ooh. Oh my. Absolutely clinical, but Diffuser took the space. Yo, look how pissed off he looks in his cam here. He is focused. 100% bomb down, right? My DMR's falling off due to shield. Yeah, oh yeah, with the limbs. It's all right. You got the SMG-12. She should have been 2 good rounds from M80 there. Let's see some happy smiles, guys. Right?
That's the first step in what could be quite a long game for him.
Let's see some fucking giggling. I want to see Gav not happy. No, that's they lost. What a shot by that smoke. I swear Fatal is legit T1 material. I mean, well, he's in T1 right here. Or he's saying like, does he speak English? Place him on a great team. Well,
perhaps there's not a Monty. Maybe Monty's banned.
Maybe we can just like cut spirits, pick up Fatal. Maybe. How many games after this one? This is the last. Yeah. Last match of the day, and M80 are asleep.
Let's not start overplaying our hands now.
Okay. Awkward fight. I mean, Cruelty up 6-2. Honestly, just force some executes now on open. M80 running a ton of clear ups here. Obviously, they got the Blitz, Blackbeard. Don't give them anything. These guys are already pretty slow to get in top floor with 2 shields up. Tumbo does fall back. You still have Fenrir up in the E3 elevator. But this is fine. Shoot a drone. Just ended up dropping. Cool. All right. So far, liking this defense from Cruelty. Not giving them any freebies. Matt trying to drop. Probably go for something pretty quick here. However, the free kill here is the guy downstairs in lockers if M80 has info. And I think they're going to be going for this because you see Gunner already droning out lower. There's 2 guys in the basement. This could be some absolute freebies. They need to be careful down here. But they might not know there's 2. What's the call, Matt? Are we hitting sight? We swimming? Okay, we are up tempo. Screw the 2 guys in sight. Fatal going huge. Diffuser with 2. Gav is not having a great time. I feel like he did not need to jump in there. They had all the control in the world to just plant. Gav could have just stayed outside.
Nice fingle. There's just too much back and forth. Pyrox flicking from ceiling to floor. Flicking onto his head.
Okay. Gunner gonna drop? Do they know he's up tires? Oh. Brilliant decision. And that's over. Wow. Hey, if I'm Cruelty, I'm not mad about that. That was still scary for M80 right there.
You've essentially got to leave your teammate downstairs.
Didn't M80 choose to pick Kino over Spirits? Technically, yeah, right? There's no rule about 2/5 or 3/5 or whatever the hell that roster rule. So I believe Zach, correct me if I'm wrong, but they could have brought you along, I believe. All right, back to CEO. Looking very similar to their first attack. Gunner off the Lion. Goes Cali here. Doesn't. That's just for the castle. He's able to get all the castles. Gav still in the Flores, creating a lot of pressure. Kino on that Sense. Matt on that Blackbeard. Do they do anything different here? Maybe instead of going for that CEO plant like we did see him before, they might actually go for the hallway clear.
pick anyone through.
Is this really worth it?
To see it, though.
Is this really worth sitting there?
Again, it's just gonna
Kino's been doing that cam
admit that
on
it's
main
a
stairs.
game from
I
quality.
was going to say since M80, but you know, he's still on M80. Since old M80.
Fairly slow
Whenever I
setup.
prepped those guys,
No real
saw
way
that
to
top main stair cam that he puts behind the flag.
hole that's missing in this M80.
Still putting it there. It is a good cam.
Can sometimes
Diffuser,
be
good pick.
an opener, though, for Diffuser.
That's the stock player down.
He has been on fire too.
Good little trap.
So far, watching these flanks. Yeah, he's actually the one holding the cutoff.
Still reinforcing the Jan walls that way, but they covered the gap with a Goyo fire this time.
Diffuser instead holding that
No way they're going for the exact same thing.
into a much more powerful
Just
position.
Matt saying, hey, I'm going to plant the bomb somewhere not trolled this time. They have no way to get this
Sitting in sight.
Azami out, and I don't think Matt knows that he's there.
Slowly crept on in.
This could be an Ivan round.
Fighting from behind. Unbelievable counter diffuse. Here we go. Creeping on in. and they
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, we
They don't
somehow
know.
didn't check the
Go
corner.
out, the Kiba protects.
That's
Not diffused
got to be tragic for Matt.
but now he's got a little
Diffuser
chance
goes
to
down
go.
too.
Hyrox on a long angle, cuts down
Who's kind of
Diffuser.
been their attacking carry at the moment.
Struggling for solutions, struggling to piece
We just
the
have to look for
puzzle
picks now.
together.
It's all going to be ones at this point. Everything is desynced. Gav goes down. Gunner goes down. Kino goes down. M80 down to Cruelty. First fucking win. And not one that I would have predicted as well. That is insane. I can't believe that we're losing to Cruelty.
Maybe the match of the stage.
Holy shit.
And played A1. Oh, sorry, stage
Something's
1,
off
2025, and
in the M80 camp, or was it an off day? I'm not sure, but
Cruelty going.
that should just not be happening in a million years. I know it's a best of one.
We can't be that team sat on 0 points. They're gonna take a
I know
massive
it's a best of one,
against
but
M80. We're gonna
you're a
sit
top
there,
4
one
team.
side,
Come on.
to the desk.
You got to be able to put a team like Cruelty away. Is this game a video then? I think so, Aspirin. I unfortunately think so. Holy cow. That has to be the biggest upset we've watched so far this season, right?